Nothing too crazy. Well, it probably was the one that he won, so I'm guessing about a month ago.
Yeah.
But Dexter, you know, has that. His playstyle was a bit interesting because of the fact that he plays so well behind his shield. And that's just so weird to say when you're going against ZD, because ZD plays so well on your shield. And that's what makes these two really such tight battles. Even though I believe the set count does favor ZD, as you said earlier.
Oh, no, it actually favors Dexter this season. That makes this all the more interesting because in previous season, my man Dex was getting waxed by ZD. But having that set count or set lead actually might play a big confidence booster on the side of Dexter.
Maybe. And it might also hurt ZD of knowing, hey, I have a losing record against you. And this might be the only person that ZD has a losing record against actually in the region. If there's anyone else, it might be Wadi.
I think he does have a losing record on Wadi this season.
And those are the only two players. And unfortunately, ZD does occasionally kind of get flustered and get frustrated. And it's only by players really like Dexter, who will get him off stage and edge guard him, who would down tilt him over and over again, who would kill him with a chippered F smash at 60% for no reason at all.
Yeah, let's see how it plays out this time. We're getting into it already. Dexter versus ZD. Smash again.
When's the last time you've seen Dexter use corn?
It's been a very long time. I think like maybe a month or so ago. Excuse me. But I can't remember the matchup. He
Probably
prefers
against
Marcino.
me.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think it was.
He always goes corn first.
It was you or like Natro.
Good pickup right there by Dexter. Gonna get that grab, put ZD into the air. ZD still struggling to hit that ground. Dexter making it oh so difficult. Up tilt, back air. Can you come back? Down tilt waiting for you, but he misses that. Very fortunate for ZD.
And ZD might be trying to swing a little bit too hard too early. That forward smash, not finding anything. But still, he's in a solid position. Look at that. And forces that 50-50 again. That time, I think Dexter knew that if he had aired, or if he didn't air dodge, he might get up smash. But if you do, down smash is right there.
And, you know, just great covered, option covered by ZD in that scenario. I guess ZD's like, hey, I can't get tilted if I keep taking the stock first.
I won't get tilted if I just win.
Oh, that's also true. That's also true. Couple jabs coming into play. And speaking of tilts, you know, Dexter actually does get flushed as well. That up B was so well placed right there. His get out of jail free card paying off for him. And this stock, it's still here for the moment. Dexter setting up for the edge guard attempt, but he has not been able to get these down tilts, and it's so crucial to be able to just optimize the damage that you get on stocks when he's off stage.
Yeah, and I think the sets that Dexter has won between the two. That's when he is hitting these down tilts, when he's jabbing his side B. That's when I know Dexter's playing on point. But it's still a long set, and there we go, starting to get the beat on the timing. Oh, and he grabbed the ledge. I don't think he wanted that right there because it gave Z an avenue to get straight back into it. And positions are reversed, but Dexter able to shield in time. And I love that. I don't know what happened with that angle, but the up B out of shield, invincible on the ground. So it's a very fast startup. You have to come correct against this character with shielding.
If you're rapid jabbing, that's not correct.
No, it's not. Better fix it.
ZD, though, still having quite the lead, 70%. And counting now on 80, and ZD is just really out there. He's chasing him down, and it's just so scary against ZD when he's applying pressure and he just starts applying more and more. You know, some people keep the pressure at a certain spot. ZD keeps on going more and more. As you can see right now, tricky stuff.
Yeah, I like how he started to dash forward, trying to bait ZD into thinking that he was going to tech chase the other way. Dexter committing a lot off stage, not getting too much for his trouble. And these guys are in each other's head. A lot of step one, step two base right there as Dexter runs through and just hits him with the forward tilt. ZD's trying to mount an offensive. Falls a little bit too low, and how's that for too low? Is that low enough for you? Dexter down airing straight through, and that's going to be the thing that gets him that stop.
I mean, he did great. You know, that was very unfortunate that ZD dropped that low. That wasn't something that I think ZD meant to do, but Dexter did exactly what he was supposed to do, which was capitalize on it fully.
Yeah, you really can't afford to like give too much of that away. And something that I want in Smash Ultimate, like you know how in other games, like in Tekken and such, when you have a really close game, instead of saying like winner or good, it says great. It's like, oh man, I clutched that out. I want something like that.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That up B was so weird, but it worked.
I mean, that's the thing. When you have platforms, you can afford to take those little risks like that. So you see
mix-up.
Yeah, you see Dexter go for a lot on Battlefield if he's holds center stage, just up B, hit the top platform.
or fall through it and really just make your opponent mad at themselves. I can't believe I missed this.
Yeah, the mental game.
And these players are just literally slugging it out. And it's so fun to watch them like just do this back and forth. Dexter's falling down. Is he going to hit a button? He does. And that's why it's so scary. You know, like, you just never know who's going to hit. And talk about dancing in your face. ZD is on fire right now.
And he burned his jump, too. So now Dexter has to pass through the zone, and you have to pay that tax. You want to stay there. Up being, okay, getting some damage going, but I think Dexter actually DI'd that, so we land back on stage. All right, throws him back off, though. Dexter retreating back to the ledge, and there we go. The Nair killing out of shield. Kind of Sheik-esque right there. Like when Fox is holding shield on the ledge, Nair covers a lot of options if you can predict the drift.
I think that's the second Nair today he's pulling.
Yeah, it is. We only remember because it's so rare.
Yeah. And Dancing Blade, though, a very common kill option. Made most popular by MK Leo. He started doing it first.
Yeah.
But the equalizer, and Dexter has a lead. ZD's going to have to play from behind again. Does make it to the ledge, though, but he's put right back off stage. Dexter not able to get these down tilts. And last game he won, you know, he did start getting the down tilt punishes, so this might be a little bit telling. A little overzealous here on that forward smash. It does get shielded, and right now ZD is starting to mount a bit of offense himself. But it was only temporary, but they just keep going back and forth.
Yeah, positions keep on reversing over and over as ZD has to go back to the ledge into the waiting arms of Dexter. Almost gets tagged by that up air. Not finding anything, though, and now Dexter had to retreat. Not finding the back air. ZD's reactions are unparalleled, though, as he reads that roll in with another Nair. And look at all the damage that's still being picked up by ZD. Almost has the opportunity to get that up air, but he misreads the DI. Goes for back air instead. ZD still in the driver's seat, though.
90 to 102. This is so scary. Either hit can end this stock. A down tilt right now would be detrimental.
He gets his jump. Oh, he has to hit a hard angle, though, and I don't think he can make it back. Yeah, just a little bit too low. He miscalculated that. Or maybe Dexter just put that bit of fear in him to make him reassess whether or not he wanted to side be there or a little bit later. And by the time he committed, it was already too late.
Well, it was a very tense scenario. And as weird as it sounds, there's a difference between, hey, my opponent is always going to hit this and they might hit this. You know, when you're recovering as Fox and you see your opponent go for a stage spike, you know they're not going to mess up. You're going to get the tech. But it's the times when you're like, will he hit it or not, that you're not fully prepared to tech because the timing might be a bit off. You might end up in a different scenario.
Might buffer roll on stage and like get punished for that. Yeah.
And I think that's what it came down to. And right now, Dexter's up 2-0 right now.
A solid 2-0 too.
But again, the ending of both of those rounds really started when Dexter was connecting with that down tilt off stage. So ZD's clearly going to have to say, all right, I cannot go off stage. This is essentially your win condition. This is what sets up everything that goes wrong for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, I mean, Dexter has a bit of a deficit, but we've seen this so many times before. I don't even think he's stressed. So, like, this is just what happens against Fox and ZD. Sometimes you get hit, but as long as you stay alive and you have the opportunity to take another stock, you're good, man.
But ZD is saying no opportunities, only 8%. I'm here to play. I'm awake. Play at my pace or continue to get dismantled.
Two jabs. Not finding the dancing blade, though. Takes one step too many forward.
Dexter just trying to search for a meaningful hit, as weird as that sounds. Because it's like he's getting a bunch of straight hits, but they're not meaningful. When ZD's connecting, you're feeling it. You're putting such an awful position. You're getting so much damage. And it just makes it hurt that much more. And things like this happen.
You're good. They're both good, actually.
They both live.
Yeah.
They both live.
Okay. I mean, Dexter's drift on that was really far. Oh, the platform almost gave him an opportunity to go for a back air. That would have been dope if he reacted on time. Dexter, or ZD tries to go for something out of shield, hits another down tilt, and tries to check him down with an up smash afterwards. I think he has his jump. So, yeah, he can still make that back. Excellent angle right there by ZD.
I really would have loved to have seen a counter in that scenario. A counter or forward air to hit him underneath the stage. Because even if you tech in that scenario, you can't actually make it back then. Ooh! Ooh! And a couple lasers for your trouble.
Why? He's not even mashing. Oh, that's why. ZD, you are a rude dude, man.
Disrespecting. That's wild. To do it into an up tilt. Wow.
Dang, man.
Wow.
Why you gotta do your homie like that? They're actually friends. They play each other. They're warming up with each other.
And he left that one out of the book. He's like, yeah, he doesn't know about this one.
Okay. Yeah. ZD, that was a statement piece right there. 2-1 in his favor, but now it's Dexter's counter pick in FD. And there's no platforms to set up that scenario from last time, so.
I mean, I'm sure he has something else new and creative. Maybe a shine somehow.
Maybe, he does like to go for those.
We were all questioning, like, well, you shot all these lasers, but you don't even have time to up smash.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. I'll react to his waking up animation to stop and up tilt him instead. All right, but, you know, maybe another reason he did that was to get that confidence back, you know, to say, hey, I can do things like this. I can still win this set.
Yeah, and so far it's working pretty well for him. He's starting to lean into those hits, and that's how you know ZD's into the zone.
I saw a little bit of a head nod by him as well. And Dexter's trying to get something going. You see him doing his normal play style, but it's just nothing really is lasting. Nothing standing in a very awkward roll. No punish afterwards. I thought we were going to see an up smash come through. ZD's a little bit slow on the reaction, but not when it comes to getting that up smash. Just anti-airing so many people with those invincible boots. Even if you have a sword, it doesn't matter.
People forget that, like, oh my god, that almost sort of stopped. But yeah, like, even if you throw out a disjoint, if your hand is part of that disjoint, you could find yourself in the blast zone. Speaking of in the blast zone, Dexter going pretty deep off that. And like you said before, the Phantasmic does not start immediately. So just going out there and hitting the start of that could be something that gets you stocks. And Dexter does just that.
0% each right now. An even game, but, you know, the onus is really on ZD to make something happen. You know, he's the one where if he loses this, he goes into the losing bracket. Dexter only needs this game to win it.
That's not safe, my guy. What's the punish? Nice dancing blade, lots of damage. I don't know, Fast Follower is going for the down one just so he can maybe get an edge guard scenario, and we do have just that, but ZD keeping that jump in his pocket for a rainy day.
And he definitely needed it because it was about to start pouring. You know, that first forward smash, you get a little worried. That second one, it's like, good gracious.
This could be it.
Is it? Down tilt setup?
Close.
He misses it again, though. And ZD getting another chance to still play the game. Gonna have to hit the ground, though. Dexter making it difficult. And a little bit of rolling from both these players. ZD getting a straight hit, trying to find another opening, and just Dexter up being his way out of safety. I mean, out of danger.
I love the wall jump right there, potentially saving his life because Dexter had the timing for the side B if he had done that immediately right there. But now look at this, Dexter starting to walk, starting to get these jabs going. But ZD gets to play his game again. This is the last thing that he can really do because if Dexter gets advantage again, I don't think ZD will have a chance.
And I think the grab will actually take the stock as well at this percent.
Yes, ZD has to be very careful.
Dexter going for the grab.
Yes, he got it.
Up below the stage.
And I think Dexter was trying to fall right there so that wouldn't happen, but he just didn't fall fast enough. That was excellent awareness by ZD, just going straight into it, because even if, like, if he had held away, you might have actually died. I think he just reacted. He just reacted.
Wow.
Game 5.
Talk about scooping. I mean, I was unaware that Fox's up smash started that low, but it makes sense. You know, Marth's up smash starts that low. Why shouldn't Fox's?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing a backflip, so might as well start, like, near ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, but Game 5, we're going back to Smashville, and ZD, he's playing with a lot more fire to him right now. Dexter, I think he's hot and cold, but when he's hot, he's playing at a different pace than ZD. Like, I think he's actually better when he's playing hot, but ZD's playing consistently hot.
Yeah, that's definitely true. He went out there. Oh, I would have loved to have seen the up B. Or maybe just sit down there and say, let's rinse and repeat. Let's start these other stocks. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 36% put on ZD as he managed to take Dexter's first stock.
Yeah, and ZD looking like he's starting to wake up right now. That first stock was absolutely dominant on the side of him. Dexter, I think he still had the read right there, actually. He grabbed in the right direction, but just not the timing. And that's the thing. ZD's timing has been switched up completely from Game 1 to now.
For sure. I love the weight right there. Saying, hey, are you going to up B? Do I need to get some more damage? Oh, no, you're just going to land. Let me get the grab instead.
Dexter's walking back.
Yeah, he's always thinking the illusions are going to come out from ZD, which he has done several times, to be fair, and that was such an important weight. And Dexter was shook. Dexter actually stayed in the shield when he had the advantage.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for our Hero King right now. ZD just rolling all over him and finally gets punished for that. No punish with the down tilt right there.
It's so tense. Even though ZD has his lead, he knows that Dexter can always bring it back, so he needs to finish it now.
Does he have a jump? Nah, he didn't. And ZD will go into winners finals. Lots of smiles between the two players, though. Like, these guys play each other a lot. They know what each other are capable of. So going back and forth with, like, your good friend, like, not too much to really say about that.
Yeah.
So great play from both those guys. I'm excited to see what Dexter can do in loose bracket. But that will be ZD.